Breaking news at 6. The prime suspect in the death of this teenage girl has now been indicted for first-degree murder.
The indictment signifies a crucial step forward in our quest for justice.
But investigators say the case is far from closed. A grand jury indicted Stephan Stearns for first-degree murder today. Good evening, I'm Greg Warman.
And good evening, I'm Martha Sigalski, the state attorney and Kissimmee police chief, making that announcement just after 4 this afternoon. Stearns was first arrested in February on sexual battery and possession of child pornography charges. He has been behind bars ever since. Channel 9's Daryl Matthews joining us live outside the Osceola County Courthouse. And Daryl, what could detectives reveal about the investigation today?
Martha, very little besides his new murder charge, but they do say there's still a lot to get through in this investigation, and they decided to tell us about this charge just to bring some closure to the family and the rest of the community.
Today, the Kissimmee Police Chief and myself are here to provide an update on the death investigation on 13-year-old Maddie Sade.
A new charge in the murder case of 13-year-old Maddie Sade.
The Kissimmee Police Department and my office have been working closely to go over every piece of evidence that we could gather in this case.
Wednesday, the grand jury came down with an indictment of first-degree capital murder for Stephan Stearns for the killing of Maddie Sade back in February. Maddie was reported missing by her mother after she never made it to school. Stearns spoke exclusively to Eyewitness News and law enforcement that he dropped her off for school the day after she celebrated her 13th birthday.
The evidence shows an individual that was entrusted to keep Madeline safe made calculated moves to dispose Madeline's belongings and place her body in a wooded area before she was ever reported missing.
The state attorney's office says the indictment was based on Stearns' calculated moves to hide her body in St. Cloud. Court records released state Madeline was murdered on or between February 25th and the 27th. Her body was discovered March 1st in a wooded area in St. Cloud. Now, when asked about the death penalty, the state attorney Andrew Baines says that decision will come at a later date. As far as the charges for murder, Stearns' arraignment is set for April 29th at 1:30, and the charges for those child sex crimes are still July 10th. We're live in Osceola County. Dahmer Jr, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
And only Channel 9 sat down with Stephan Stearns and Madeline's mother, Jennifer Sade, just a day after that teen was reported missing. In that interview, Stearns pleaded for help to find Madeline.
We don't know where she can be, and we're scared. We just want her home.
Stearns was arrested just a short time later for sexual battery charges and named the prime suspect in that little girl's disappearance.
And then earlier this month, only Channel 9 sat down with Maddie Sade's biological father. It was his first interview since his daughter's murder. Channel 9 Shannon Butler joins us live in studio tonight. And Shannon, you spoke with Maddie's dad again today, and what did he have to say about the grand jury?
Tyler Wallace has been informed by his attorney that those murder charges have been filed. He has not yet decided if he will make a statement. We are told he is still trying to process all of this new news. Tyler Wallace told me when we sat down earlier this month that he was trying to be patient as he waited for more answers.
What is the #1 question you still want answered?
I'm just waiting for more information to come out.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the beautiful Maddie. This is the dad. And you know, I cover a lot of these cases. I've always want to hear, you know, a lot of these women out here letting these little dusty low-life men move up in their home around their children. And I always wanted to know the fathers. How do the fathers feel? Because they probably told the woman, look, I don't want this dude around my kid. Oh, don't tell me what to do. I can have anybody around. You just jealous I got somebody. No. Not all the time. A guy's jealous. He's just trying to protect his children. That's what he's supposed to do. All right, let's get back to it. Everybody, make sure whoever's here, make sure you hit the like and welcome. Today's updates. Update on Wolfface and update on Dahmer Jr. Let's get back to it.
I'm not really comfortable posing where my questions are right now. I have a list a mile long of questions, but I'm satisfied with the answers I've been given from official sources, and I'm just trying to give this investigation time to do this the right way. I don't want to rush anybody. I want evidence to be analyzed. I want to know the truth.
But today, a big piece of the puzzle has been solved. Wallace found out late this afternoon that the man also charged with sexual battery and having dozens of explicit videos of his daughter is also now accused of her murder. In an interview with WFTV, both Stephan Stearns and Jennifer Sade told us that Maddie was dropped off at school but never made it. Wallace said he got the same information from Maddie's mother that day.
What did she say to you? Maddie's missing?
Yes, she said that Maddie had been missing since the morning of, and that the school had just contacted them, and that she was hoping that it wasn't serious, but that we don't know.
Did she say that someone had dropped her off at school?
She said that Stephan had taken her to school in the morning and dropped her off, yeah. and that she had never made it to the school.
So what about Jen Soto here? What, if anything, did she know? We asked the state attorney that question today, but they would not answer. Most of the answers to our questions were it is still under investigation, Greg.
All right, Shannon, great work with those interviews. And we'll continue to follow the story as the cases against Stephan Stearns.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to read a quick article here. Let's just get into this one. Let's get into this article. All right, Wolfface. We focusing on Wolfface right now. I can't stand this man. I cannot stand him. You son of a gun. I'm just trying to, if anybody who's here or watching replay, just explain to me, why was he born? What was the reason for him? What purpose did he do? Nothing. Can't think of any. All right, let's get into the article on Wolfface. All right. This is Fox. Where am I at? This is Fox 5? Yeah, I hope I got it right. Fox 5. Yeah. All right. Stephan Stearns charged with first-degree murder in Madeline Soto's death. This article came out April 25th, 2024, time 9:33 Eastern time. Oh, was it? Yeah, no? Yeah, AM. I'm sorry, AM. I said PM? I don't know, whatever. All right, let's get into the article. Stephan Stearns has been charged with the murder of Madeline Soto nearly 2 months after the 13-year-old Florida girl's body was found in the county. Stearns, the boyfriend of Madeline Soto's mother, Jennifer Soto. All right, let's get into the mother. Just in case y'all want to know who the mother is. There go mama. Yeah, I don't trust you, mama, but it's all going to come out in court. Stearns, the boyfriend of Madeline Soto's mother, Jennifer Soto, was charged with first-degree murder on Wednesday by a grand jury, according to the county clerk's records and officials. Where am I up to? The indictment said that Stearns allegedly killed Soto between February 25th and February 27th, 2024. Her body was found days later on March 1st. Soto was reported missing on February 26th after her mom went to pick her up from school at Hunter Creek's middle school and was told that her daughter was not in class that day. Officials previously said that they do not believe that Soto ever made it to school that day. Yep, she sure didn't. You monster. Details on how Maddie was killed or what happened to her has not been released, including her autopsy report citing the ongoing investigations. Officials were unable to answer any questions about facts related to the case, citing the ongoing investigation. The evidence shows an individual that was entrusted to keep Madeline safe made calculated moves to dispose Madeline's belongings and place her body in a wooded area before she was ever reported missing, said the Kissimmee Police Chief Betty Holland at the Wednesday afternoon press conference. And I'm going to play the press conference after this, so just hang in there, ladies and gentlemen. Florida State Attorney Andrew Bain and Stearns would make his first appearance within the next couple of days. Will J., chief of the homicide unit at the state attorney's office, said that right now Stearns is the only person charged in the Soto's death. He said that there are no plea agreements on the table and that the case itself is open and ongoing. Could Stephan Stearns face the death penalty in Madeline Soto's case? I'm gonna skip that part. Okay, let's skip. Okay, let's get into the mama. In Madeline Soto's mom, Jennifer Soto, faces charges. Soto's mom has not been named an official person of interest or suspect in her daughter's disappearance or death, and has not been charged with anything related to her daughter's disappearance or death. We'll see. However, officials previously said that everyone who was close to Maddie is considered a suspect until ruled out. It's unclear how much or how little Soto's mom and family are cooperating with the investigation. Investigators were unable to answer those questions Wednesday, citing the ongoing case. All right, I got a little bit more. Let me read a little bit of this one. I'm going to read a little bit of this. Stephan Stearns, the additional charges he faces. In addition to the first-degree murder charges, Stearns faces more than 60 charges, including SB, possession of child pictures, In separate cases, Stearns was arrested by the Orange County Sheriff's Office on February 28 amid the search of Madeline. He was arrested after alleged photos and videos of I hope y'all can understand me, abuse materials were found on his cell phone. I'm getting angry. He had provided his cell phone voluntary to the law enforcement. Don't you remember he tried to do a factory reset? You low life piece of crap. Then on March 12th, the state attorney's office announced that they have filed 60 charges against Stearns. He was charged with 8 counts of and SB of a child under 12, 5 counts of SB with a child between 12 and 18, 7 counts of M, and 40 counts of unlawful possession of material depicting S performance by a. You get what I'm saying? Let me start reading this because I'm getting a little. All right, we're gonna get into the next clip here. Just give me. Oh no, we're not, folks. Where's that monster? The wolf face. I don't have enough wolf face pictures. Guess not. We're just gonna leave it on this picture. All right, I'm going to show the next clip, ladies and gentlemen. Just give me a second. Give me a second while I set it up. And what you can do is make sure you hit that like. All right. Now, we're going to get into Stephan Stearns' press conference. All right. Let's hear what they have to say. Let's get it. Press conference. Stephan Stearns charged in Maddie Sade's death. Press conference. Thank God he's being charged. Thank God. We just got to see about Mama.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming. Today, the Kissimmee Police Chief and myself are here to provide an update on the death investigation on 13-year-old Madeline Sade, who was reported missing back on February 26th of this year and discovered dead 4 days later. I know the community and the media have been anxious for us to give an update on this case, and this is an opportunity for us to do that. For the last 7 weeks, 7.5 weeks actually, the Kissimmee Police Department and my office have been working closely to go over every piece of evidence that we could gather in this case. It was a voluminous and a lot of evidence to get through during that time, but we were successful in getting through it and making sure that we were able to provide the best case we could. Today we're announcing that Stephan Stearns has been indicted by the grand jury on first-degree murder for the killing of Madeline Sade. We presented the case to the grand jury. They returned an indictment earlier today. There has been some questions as related to the length of investigation. I just want to let you know again that my office and the Kissimmee Police Department have been working vigilantly in making sure that we had every opportunity to get every piece of evidence that we could. I want to thank the Kissimmee Police Department and their tireless efforts. They've done an amazing job in the heavy lift that we've asked them to do, as well as the prosecutors that have been assigned to this case and making sure that we got every piece of evidence reviewed and gathered in this case. While death investigations usually take around 5 to 6 weeks or longer, we were able to get this one done relatively quickly and get the case to the front of the grand jury, like I said earlier today, to return the indictment against Mr. Stephan Stearns. The death penalty in this case, we have not decided to what decision we're going to make in that case. We're going to continue those discussions going forward, and we'll let you know again when we make that decision as to whether we're going to seek the death penalty in this case. I want to thank the grand jury for their hard work and their efforts in making sure that we're making this first step in seeking justice for Madeline Sade, for her family, and so the community can have closure in this case. The defendant will appear at initial appearances, I believe probably in the next day or two. Then the case will proceed down its normal path, and we'll try to keep you abreast of how the case is moving as well as you probably ask us questions to make sure that we are providing that proper information to keep you abreast of how the case is going down the normal path of the criminal justice system. I'd like now to introduce Chief of Police Betty Holland, and for her to provide a comment.
Thank you, State Attorney Mr. Bain. Good afternoon, everyone. I want to thank the investigators and the other agencies that assisted us in uncovering the evidence to move forward with this case. We know this case has gained significant public attention because Madeline had just celebrated her 13th birthday and was just a child. The evidence shows an individual that was entrusted to keep Madeline safe made calculated moves to dispose Madeline's belongings and place her body in a wooded area before she was ever reported missing. For the 4 days following her disappearance, the entire community was actively looking to find Madeline safe and alive. Tragically, on March 1st, Madeline's remains were found. Our detectives have worked tirelessly to piece together the events leading up to Madeline's disappearance and death. With the collaboration of the State's Attorney's Office, we prepared the case for the grand jury that was heard today. The grand jury determined that our department secured enough evidence to obtain a first-degree murder indictment. We appreciate each grand jury member for their careful consideration. We want to thank the diligent work of the State's Attorney's Office, the Medical Examiner's Office, and our other law enforcement partners who assisted with this investigation. Your expertise and dedication were instrumental in uncovering the truth. The indictment signifies a crucial step forward in our quest for justice and a testament to our commitment to honoring Madeline's memory. We will now take questions.
People with autism.
Right, I'm going to defer to the State's Attorney.
Good afternoon. Although an indictment has been returned this afternoon, it is still an open and ongoing criminal investigation. So much of this information cannot be disclosed until Mr. Stern's attorney, if he does so, elects to participate in discovery, and then all of you in the media know how to go about seeking information through public records.
Not that we've uncovered. State Attorney?
Again, all questions about the facts of the case are not subject to disclosure because of public records laws at this time. Once his attorney participates in discovery, then you can make public records requests through your normal channels as you do in other cases. At this time, the only person being charged is Stephan Stearns. And again, this is not over. There is an ongoing investigation to uncover.
This whole story just really does not add up. How do you have a birthday party on the Sunday and then by Monday morning you're deceased? This beautiful girl. Doesn't add up. Mama, they're going to get you. They just want to make sure it's solid. They're going to get you. Resume.
Cover more evidence, and therefore we can't comment. There's going to be the same response on any question about the facts of the case. Through the facts of the case.
So with any death case that is reviewed by my office, when it's determined to be a homicide, we have to look at the statutory aggravating factors that are laid out in our Florida law. Once we've determined that we have sufficient evidence to prove those factors to the proper evidentiary standard, then we had to have to talk about whether this is a death penalty case. And that's a discussion that we're still going to be having for the next couple of weeks to make sure that we're making a legal decision that's appropriate in this case.
Leading up to this, have there been any discussions with Mr. Stearns, considering there's so many other factors there with people you guys are looking into? Has he decided to participate in your investigation?
I'll leave that for Mr. Will.
Cannot comment on whether Mr. Stearns has been doing anything. He has counsel. And as far as plea offers, no, there are no plea offers made on the open case. You can address that question with the indictment that should be on the clerk's website if it's not already.
I'm going to have to defer to the state's attorney.
Again, any question about the facts of the case, it's going to be the same answer. Once his attorney participates in discovery, the public records laws change, and you all will be able to get a lot of that information. As far as the 60 counts that are already filed against Mr. Stearns, that is solely involving Mr. Stearns as a defendant. Not to those 60 charges.
It's the family working with the investigation.
It's an ongoing investigation. Can't comment on who's working with us.
Okay. This will be the last question. I'll let you get that in. What was it?
It's facts of the case. Can't comment on it.
So thank you all so much for coming out today. If you need this gentleman's name, it is Will Jay, W-I-L-L-J-A-Y. He is our homicide unit chief for the state attorney's office for the 9th Judicial Circuit. Thank you all so much for coming out today.
Okay, let me see something. I don't know if I had another one. Just give me a second here. Okay, that was it. Alrighty now. Okay. Now we're getting ready to deal with low life number 2. Let's hear the update on this one. What a shame. Okay, let me read this quick article before we get into low life number 2. Sade Robinson investigation. Blood inside Maxwell Anderson's home was not Robinson's. Help me to understand. Well, whose blood was in the house? I did say she definitely was going to be the last victim, or there was other victims. Oh my gosh, this is so sad. Okay, let's get back to it. Where was I at? I'm sorry, I apologize. Okay, and after this, I'm going to show the with him in court, his appearance in court. Let me read this article. Milwaukee, Maxwell Anderson, the man accused of killing and mutilating 19-year-old Sade Robinson, is heading for a grand jury after he waived the right to a preliminary hearing on Monday, April 22nd. Anderson pleaded not guilty to the charges against him in Robinson's death. In court Monday, TMJ4 learned that new evidence has come to light involving Robinson. According to the criminal complaint, blood located on the bedding in one of the bedrooms in Anderson's home and on the walls leading towards the basement, originally believed to be Sade Robinson, does not match Robinson's DNA. So whose blood is that? Oh my God, I'm getting the creeps. Resume reading. It indicates that the preliminary DNA supports the conclusion that there is no support for inclusion of Sade Robinson's DNA in the blood or swabs that has been tested. Assistant District Attorney said Monday. The state did not clarify whose blood it is. The state added that this information to the original criminal complaint filed on April 12th, which is the main document of probable cause to charge Anderson. Piece of crap looking like Dahmer. Anderson is facing a following charges: first-degree intentional homicide, mutilating a corpse, arson of property other than a building. This case is particularly just, I guess, it's caused so much emotions to rise to the surface for all the girls that are missing. He was a troller. He trolled the bars, he trolled the internet, he trolled the neighborhoods, and he was looking for girls like Sade. And he found one, if not many. April, Bentley said. Bentley, the former of Ruby's, a nonprofit organization that specialized in sex and trafficking, whatever, okay, and intervention, awareness, and prevention. She said that she worked with ladies as young as 11. This is so sad. 11-year-old. All they probably doing is playing with baby dolls and boys, the cars. 11-year-olds up to the age of 22. I'm a community mom, so when they walk through the door, they're my girls, and that's how I saw Sade as one of my girls, Bentley explained. All right, okay, that's the end of it. All right, that's the end of that article. Let's watch this clip. Now, he was in court the other day. Let's get it.
State of Wisconsin versus Maxwell Anderson, 24 CF 1692. Count 1, first degree intentional homicide. Count 2, mutilating a corpse. Count 3, arson of property other than building. This case is assigned to Judge Kai's, branch 45. Appearances.
Ian Vance Curzan for the state.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Attorney Anthony Cotton with Maxwell Anderson. He's here in person.
Good afternoon.
Commissioner, to start, I filed an amended criminal complaint. The purpose of that amended criminal complaint was to essentially include a footnote regarding the blood recovered in the residence. The footnote is on page 6, and it just indicates that the preliminary DNA analysis supports the conclusion that there is no support for inclusion of Robinson's DNA in the blood or swabs that have been tested, and in some of those, her DNA has been excluded. But I just wanted to clarify that because it was brought up at the initial appearance, so that's why I included that. Otherwise, I think there was just a couple Scribner's errors that were corrected, and the rest of the information remains unchanged, and there's no additional charges.
Right. I did have noticed that an amended complaint was filed. Any objections to probable cause?
Not at this time.
All right, I have read the criminal complaint. It does state probable cause. Waive reading?
We do.
All right. I'm showing you a document that's called preliminary hearing, questionnaire, and waiver. Is that your signature near the bottom of this page?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you read this document, or did your attorney read it to you, or both?
Both, Your Honor.
And did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that if you had a hearing, the state would have to produce witnesses and perhaps other evidence to show that you probably committed a felony?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you also understand that by waiving that hearing, you are conceding that the state can establish probable cause and you will be ordered to stand trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anyone make any threats to get you to give up your hearing?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone make any promises to get you to give up your hearing?
No, Your Honor.
I will find that Mr. Anderson has made a knowing, intelligent, and voluntary waiver of his right to have a hearing and order him bound over for trial. I'm also in receipt of a request for substitution of judge against the Honorable Gene Kais. That is approved.
I filed a signed and dated information today. I sent a copy of that document to defense counsel prior to the hearing.
Acknowledge receipt, enter a not guilty plea subject to our substitution request. Thank you.
This case will be reassigned to Judge Sanders, branch 28. And you can visit the May 13th.
I'm there Thursday afternoon, the 16th.
Okay, let's take that.
Next court date will be May 16th at 1:30 for a scheduling conference in branch 28.
Just look at this clown, how he just sit there. No expression, no remorse, no nothing. He don't care. And there's rumors going, I don't know how true it is. I didn't get a chance to look it up, but his family's supposed to be like millionaires and stuff. This little spoiled rich kid, look how he turned out. You know what? I forgot to show the clip. I should have showed the clip because his parents said something. Oh my gosh, if I can find it. But his parents said something. They did. They did. All right, but we'll see if your parents going to support you in court. 'Cause if they do, they're a bunch of enablers. Why would they? I would never support no monster like you, low life. Reason.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day, Your Honor.
You too.
See ya.
Okay. That basically the clips I want to show. Jack, do you have anything you want to share? You want to share anything? My co-host here, Jack. Are you there? Disappeared on me? Guess not.
No,
Oh,
no, it's just a bunch of dang predators.
I'm trying to figure out why were they even born?
Well, I mean, God creates crash test dummies.
Hmm.
I mean, think about it. You know, you gotta have evil for people to be good. Otherwise, if there's no evil, it's all total corruption.
That's true.
You know, God has angels of the light, angels of the dark. For those who believe in God, of course. That's a reality. Even Lucifer works for God. Read the book of Job. But yeah,
No.
I mean, they have a purpose, unfortunately. As sick and demented these individuals are, they serve a purpose, good or bad.
They're working for the
But
devil.
you know, I mean, but Felice Johnson will be there to keep him company.
I don't know if my audience know about that. Who that is?
Parquet butter.
Yeah. All righty now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to do an update on these two pieces of crap low life. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Thank you, Mods, for being on deck. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for everybody being here. Thank you for hitting the like. And make sure you share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section to the replay watchers or the ones that's here. But this wolf-faced demon, thank God he has been found. You know, I mean, they charging him for murder because we know darn well he did it. But we just waiting for that girlfriend of yours, the child's mother, because I'm still trying to understand. Maybe I'm missing something. If anybody can, they give me a little clarity on it, please. If not here, you can email me. Always feel free to email me. You'll find everything in the description. But I just clarity. I'm trying to understand. Birthday party was Sunday night, then Monday morning she's gone. What happened at that time? How the mother doesn't understand what's going on. It just doesn't make sense. But everything is going to come out. I know they just give me a little bit of information because they want to put everything out. They want to have a nice, solid case to make sure this man never walks the streets again. The nerve of him, they say that this woman, this young, beautiful girl, do I have a, oh, I hate this picture. Oh, gosh. This beautiful little girl, since she was 11 years old with this monster. Mother explained to me this was on your watch. I'm trying to understand. This was on your watch. You see, we're supposed to protect our children. We cannot let the wood stick come before our children. These women out here letting these wood stick become before their children. This is insane. Now we're going to get into you, Jeffrey Dahmer Jr. You are truly a dusty. Your whole agenda with that going to the second place. Oh, I worked there. I worked there for a second. I would pick up my W-2. You ain't got no job. You're 30-something years old.
Hold on. Does he look like Chad Wheeler?
Yeah, he kind of do. Yeah, he do. Look like Chad Wheeler.
Bow down.
Ooh, oh, I got to do an update on that. Well, it's kind of old, but I'm going to do that. We're going to get into Chad Wheeler. Let me go back to this monster. You're Dusty. Used her. She have a car. You ain't even got a car, but you're going on dates and she driving around, right? Dusty. Can't even get an Uber to pick her up, take her back and forth. See, ladies, you have to wake up. We have to do better. Red flags was all over the place. But she was so excited to go on a date with you loser. And what the heck is a 33-year-old man want to be with a 19-year-old girl? Why do you have this 19-year-old girl at the bar? She's not 21. She's not 21. Did that to this girl. And then what you did to her body. How was the family supposed to bury? All right. If there's gonna be any updates, if anything come up, before Thursday, because I probably won't do the next live stream. Won't be until Thursday. I'm trying to like stick to Thursdays, unless I used to always do Thursday. Get back to the Thursday routine. Unless something major comes up, then I will go live again and see an update. Especially if something come up with Wolfface, this little piece of crap of a mother. I'm sorry, I have to go in on the mother. Men, be careful who you choose to have children with, please. Because a lot of these women don't make no right decisions as a mother. That's all I have to say. All right, Jack, you have anything you want to say to closing? Because I'm done.
No, yeah,
Go ahead.
I'll take a second to get unmute on here.
Okay.
Shout out to everyone that's in the chat. Appreciate y'all for coming in and contributing and listening to Donna. She does good work. And it's unfortunate you got people like this that exist in this world. And some of you ask yourselves, why do they still exist? And they should die, and they should never been born. But again, everyone's born for a reason. Is it a good reason, a bad reason, or an in between reason? But where these guys is going, they're not getting out anytime soon. I mean, they'll if they don't join the brotherhood, they'll end up being some vanilla meat for the gorilla boys, in prison.
They gonna get them. Oh, I forgot to add. This clown, what you call it right here, the wolf face, Jack, he don't ever show up to court. He don't want to show up. You piece of crap. You better face your responsibility. But I want to know.
He probably can't show up. Probably got beat up.
No, they said he don't want to show. I think that's a news report. But it could be. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he could probably be getting stomped out there. I mean, who would show their face? They got all bruises and stuff, and eye socket out and everything. Doo-doo on their face.
This monster was videotaping her for 2 years.
He's in involuntary bowel movements because of repeated, what's.
Mm-hmm. I hope they both.
Parquet butter.
I hope he's getting everything, and I hope this Jeffrey Dahmer Jr. too. Hopefully, both of y'all. No sympathy in the jailhouse. None at all. None.
Yeah, 10 inches in coconut oil.
Let me stop. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna end it here. Like I said, stay tuned for some more. If there's anything comes up, I will definitely follow it, but you probably won't see me until Thursday. And this thing is freezing. I don't know why it's freezing. Okay, where we at? All right, everybody have a safe night and a blessed night. And prayers. Where we at? Prayers to the family. What a shame. Adios. Good night.